Yeah, point black coming in hard and off the card, coming with the flu, straight to the barrio, and coming with the heat to the damn street. You know what I'm saying? This is PB point black, national news, the late edition. You know what I'm saying? And the ghetto edition as well. Like I was saying on my other joint, my other video, where I was saying that, Point Black is on it every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the news as well as everybody else who should be watching the news by now. I'm waiting for every announcement, every word out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because he keeps coming with more and more. Now he's riding around, you know what I'm saying, doing this and doing that. But we have to stay on top of these lawmakers because when they make laws, it comes down on our head and our children's head. So that's why Point Black is on it all the time. You know what I'm saying? When we look at my views are my views. You know what I'm saying? And if people want to get up on it, they get up on it. And you do the research and you do the math. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at many things that's happening right now that don't seem to even make sense. You know what I mean? You know? So we have to look at everything these days, especially when it comes to the amount of bullshit that is going on in the world today. You know, Biden is still trying to raise the debt ceiling. You know what I mean? So, he's trying to raise the debt ceiling and continuously is on that matter, but I see they have some kind of settlement they came to on that matter, which is cool. But while that is going on, they need to have the bill overlooked to make sure there's no shiesty play within the game. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? And he's trying to raise that debt ceiling so he can, bring forth bills and certain things, even when it came to like stuff like the filibuster, like I was saying, and, what they call wrongful restrictions. You know what I mean? Wrongful restrictions. That's what the demon Democrats seem to call it, and many of them was trying to live certain restrictions, you know what I'm saying, that would make it easier for all types of people to vote who is not registered or even, maybe from this country. You know what I mean? So we have to look at the type of things that he's trying to live. You know what I mean? When we look at that, that will allow them to cheat, really. You know what I'm saying? They'll allow them to cheat elections. So we've got to be on top of that because we don't want nobody cheating on elections. And then some old tyrant, such as him, he gets up in government. You know what I'm saying? All in his bill. All of this stuff he's trying to put into a bill, you know what I'm saying, talking infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Talking about an infrastructure bill. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to remove, you know what I mean? You want to be able to remove a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? He want to remove it from our process. You know what I'm saying? But no, you know, they should they should be able to stay on top of it. You know what I mean? None of they should actually, when you really look at it, I don't understand why you would want as a Democratic Party at all to remove even certain voter restrictions. You know what I'm saying? That has been, put there. And you're proposing these things, you know what I mean, in an infrastructure bill, which does not make much sense or for goodwill, you know what I mean, of life. Why would you want to, they should not be able to remove none of the restrictions, you know what I'm saying, that has been proposed by the founding fathers or whoever wrote it or put it there for that reason. You know what I'm saying? And they shouldn't be able to remove no restrictions as far as the voting is concerned that Trump has put into play. You know what I'm saying? That Trump has put into play. You know what I'm saying? What Trump has imposed when he was in office, he's trying to take all that back out. He imposed. You know what I mean? A need to be, and it need to be put into its place. You know what I'm saying? As far as that is concerned, and reject any of that the demons, you know what I'm saying, demon Democrats, administration is trying to run. They're trying to run with it. You know what I mean? They're trying to run with it. They're trying to run with that bill. But they should not be able to remove any restrictions from the Trump administration that was put there as a protection for the people. That's a high concern in my book when you see these things happening. You know what I mean? So we got to look at all of that when we're looking at stuff like this. It's very important that we do. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You running with that bill when it comes to our election process. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to remove. You know what I'm saying? Those things were put there. You know what I mean? And it should not be removed just for the benefit of their ideals. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a lawmaker, your ideals should not overtake the process of protection of any voter process in our country. It's all right for him to be going around talking about the bill, but he's also talking about treatment as well. You know what I'm saying? And telling people to do this and do that. What's the forcing about? You know what I'm saying? You still saying this is on the rise and that is on the rise, but you haven't told me where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Now I see they have removed the faulty kits from the from Walgreens and Walmart and places like that. You know what I mean? But that says a lot for what was played on the people. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at that, it's a fact and point blank. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, what do our election process, when we really look at it, has to do with his bill? Our voter process shouldn't have nothing to do with Creepy Joe, 3.5 $1 trillion bill. No filibuster should be in there either. No voter restrictions being lifted, and none of that should be. Any of that money should be used to do. But he has it in the bill. What does that have to do with our voter process? You know what I'm saying? This is what killing me with the dumb shit he be saying sometimes. You know what I'm saying? What the hell that has to do with the voter process is a question we have to ask. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? It really don't make any sense. Like I said, even a filibuster, what it has to do with his infrastructure bill. And why was he out there protesting to bring it down is a very, very good question. You know what I'm saying? Why is Social Security, you know what I'm saying, a part of his fake ass bill? I don't get that. It should not have anything to do with that. And also employment of anybody in the country. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there disenfranchising people due to how they make their money or where they get their money from. You know? What kind of game is he playing? You know? Even with the Social Security, when you look at them fake ass, and then you got fake ass Fauci, you know what I mean? When we look at Anthony Fauci the Weasel, you know what I mean? He will agree with any crooked move as far as the mandates is concerned. He's going to naturally agree with it because he's the one, to me, who put this whole jump between him and Bill Gates and the rest of the Luciferian Marxists or whatever, put this plan into play, if you ask me. So he'll agree with any mandate that comes out. Any mandate is, you know what I'm saying? As far as a mandate is concerned, he's going to agree. You know what I mean? So don't look for no relief from him because he's down. He's a component, a number one component in this whole matter. Same for the treatment. He's not going to disagree on anything to do with that. You know what I'm saying? He will not. He will. He will agree. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Same for many other things. You know what I'm saying? Is a number. He's the number one player. You know what I mean? He's the number one player. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who set it up. You know what I mean? And set Trump up too. That's why he's That's why he is and have he is and if you ask me have been in there. You know what I'm saying? He has been in there for many years, going back. I even think going back to might even be Nixon. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, waiting for this day, waiting for the big reckoning day. You know what I'm saying? And using, trickery to do so. He all up in the trickery when you really look at it. You know what I'm saying? He using trickery. You know what I mean? You know. So when we really look at it, he using tricks to set up. He even used trickery to meet to set up Trump in this matter, whether he crooked or not. That's still the way the cards fell. You see what I'm saying? That he said to me, he set up Trump, and he swayed the minds of the voters. You know what I'm saying? Using this whole situation, but at the same time, it's not just about the voting. It was about a whole particular plan that is way probably bigger than that. But they still, you know what I'm saying, knew, along with Fauci, knew they were using, that they was going to, cheat the election. They knew before they even did it, when you asked me. So they were using this whole set of thing based on, even when it comes down to cheating the election. You know what I'm saying? We need to drive him out of our country and definitely out of the government. He needs to come up out of there. He is a crook. You know what I'm saying? He was crooked before that man damn sure took it. I'm talking about Andy for to the weeds, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we gotta definitely look at that, you know. You know, we need to kick him out of our government and out of our country. Once and for all. You know what I'm saying? Once and for all. That's a fact and point black. He is a deep state. You know what I mean? A Luciferian and much, much more. When we really look at anti-society, the motherfucking weasel, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta look at that and see that for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we really look at it, he backing. When you look at backing, he even backs up the governor. You know, House of, you know, you know, you know. Well, actually, now I'm even hearing talk. Not Anthony Fauci, skipping subject, but now I'm even hearing talk about backing up. I think her name is Hoxel or whatever, for re-election. I will not re-elect this new governor. You know what I'm saying? Don't re-elect her. Her crazy. But this woman is down with them, and that's why a lot of people are out of work. You know what I'm saying? I would not re-elect her, but for no governor. No governor, nor any political position in New York. You know what I'm saying? Not after what she has done. Not after what she has done. You know what I mean? To New Yorkers. You know what I mean? And even the medical system and all of that. Between her and Bill de Blasio signing on all of these, that's a fact and point black. They gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Not after what she done to New Yorkers, you know. You know what I mean? Made New Yorkers lose. New Yorkers really lost in this situation all around the board. You know what I'm saying? And I can't believe they was able to use this method to be able to do this, what they're doing now. So we know for well what Bill Gates was going around the world doing in everybody's country, bribing everybody to bring in these things. You know what I mean? And now look like when it comes out, it's all around the world. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that before. You know what I'm saying? They made New Yorkers lose, if you ask me. They lose their jobs, and you will vote her back in? That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts in part two.